Maybe I was wrong about everything. Literally everything.
Is it possible?
I've been thinking this week, and I'm going to show clips on why, but maybe there really is no PSYOP. Maybe the government really is our friend. Maybe we have this all skewed, and maybe I just was wrong about everything. But before we get into that, we have a special guest today, Mr. Elder.
Greetings.
Well, he's going to be joining us today, and hopefully you guys are ready for, I usually, I'm trying to bring this in, like, I usually drop, like, are you ready for the Matrix? But maybe it's wrong. Maybe there is no Matrix. Maybe I'm just sucked in my own delusion.
This is because the Epstein files, isn't it?
Well, I don't want to get into Pam Bondi's escapades. Now, that was wild. And the Joker said, yeah, you know what? You're just a loser lawyer that never made it. I mean, she went off the rails. If you ever want to talk about a PSYOP, man, actually, no. It's not a PSYOP. But if there was a PSYOP, that would be it. Let me bring this whole escapade of hyperbolic statements and ridicule ad hominem at the best. Like, if you ever wanted to see ad hominem in action, go watch that. I'm going to attack your character and everything about you, but totally not address the question. But maybe I'm wrong.
Well, you usually drop it like it's hot, but you're saying that now you're going to back it up?
Yeah, I'm going to back that truck up right into the gauge.
The little garage.
Yeah, and it's really little because the truck's really little.
Well, that's fixable?
Yeah, it can be if you want to deal with our sponsors this week.
Is it not TV Land anymore?
No, this week our sponsors is Good Neck. Are you getting Good Neck? Because if you're not, it's probably because you got Tech Neck. And our sponsors here at Good Neck want you to remember, we have a solution for all that bad neck. And you can get Good Neck and kick the Tech Neck to the curb.
On your computer for more than 5 hours a day, you need to watch this till the end. Your neck issues might already be pretty serious.
Like me, staring at a computer and my phone all day makes me lean forward for hours, putting way too much pressure on my neck. That's why my neck often feels stiff and sore. This little thing I'm using right now, it supports my chin really well and takes a lot of pressure off my neck. Honestly, it's a total game changer for Tech Neck. And this thing is honestly really thoughtful. Everything that touches your skin is made with soft padding. There's a double discount right now, so I bought one for my whole family. You should definitely go try it too.
Chris, it's perfect.
I mean, do you have Good Neck?
I think so. I mean, I've always gotten good neck.
Yeah, well, I all the time have bad neck. And now I can get Good Neck with Good Neck. And we can kick all that Tech Neck to the curb.
Yeah, I would get that just to keep my chin up, because people are always telling me that, Elder, keep your chin up. That would help.
To all of our listeners listening to the Matrix Network, I've been looking at the news, the crazy Congress with Pam Bondi, like we were talking about in the beginning, the ads, the CIA agent John Kiriakou, whatever we get into him. Maybe I was wrong about everything. Maybe there's no PSYOPs. This is just normal life. We just think it's a PSYOP. The real PSYOP is believing that the government even do PSYOPs. So they're actually performing a PSYOP, so we believe that they're PSYOPs, but that's the PSYOP, is that we believe that they're PSYOPs.
So they're gaslighting us.
Yeah.
And we're the crazy ones.
And they know that. And if we actually saw who we are in real life, we'd probably all kill ourselves. But instead, they're using PSYOPs to prevent mass extermination. They're actually being the kind ones.
Because they care about us.
Right. And maybe there's no behavioral engineering at all. The government is just trying to fix the natural de-evolving of humanity. See, we think behavioral engineering, we were talking about this, behavioral engineering, hostile architecture, all that stuff. And we're thinking the government's doing that to take away our freedom. But maybe they're doing that because they know if they didn't do that, we were all devolved into having Tech Neck. So they're actually doing these things because they're trying to save humanity, not control us.
That's why they need cameras in our bathrooms.
Because they see that we're over here not knowing how to wipe properly.
Oh,
Or
wow.
like you showed that video where the people are leaving years of poop in a toilet and that's actual real humanity.
It's actually worse than that. There's actually grown men telling other grown men that if they wipe, they're not real men.
Yeah, that's why they call dude wipes.
Yeah, no, they're actually, there is no wipes. It's just that. So my sister sends me these videos all the time.
Oh no.
Men encouraging other men that if you're going to be a real man and not a pansy and not a wussy, then you need to not be wiping.
You're not talking about a toothless Bengal.
No.
Okay.
Well, that's why. But I think it's disgusting. And I think women think it's disgusting. I don't know how we've come to this. And honestly, I think if we would just let Larry Ellison into our bathrooms, then I think things would change. Because he would be able to tell us, look, hey, colleague, you didn't wipe. Oh, you didn't wipe good enough. And I'm going to be like, I'm tired of wiping, Grandpa. And he's going to say, I don't care. That's too darn bad. That's what he's going to tell me. And sometimes I need to hear that with my ears because I don't see it with my eyes.
Well, are you going to show us that?
Of course.
All right.
So here it is.
I'm sorry, the Ring camera wants to do what?
Until now. One post of a dog's photo in the Ring app starts outdoor cameras
Saw
looking
this.
for a match. Search Party from Ring uses AI to help families find lost dogs.
That's straight up surveillance state. They are using dogs and dogs going missing to launch into a complete, utter surveillance state.
I don't think you have to go that far. I think you can just say, yeah, if your kid's missing and they're not on Epstein Island and they're not in Hawaii fires or anything else, then you can ask your neighbors, what's wrong with that? Back to you, Elder.
Well, unless one of your neighbors has your kid, then that's different.
Yeah, then they're safe.
It's not surveillance state. They're trying to help us. If they didn't do that, how would we find our dogs? See, we need to understand that we live in a world where if the government didn't control all our moves, we would end up just walking into walls and just, the reason why you think that's funny when you watch a video game is because that's real. That's you. And you want to think it's not you. You want to think you're a highly intelligent entity, but you're not. And they know it. They see us all every day with these cameras.
You can't do what you could on a video game to a dog in real life. Like, I remember, you used to have this dog, and you called him Apollo. Mm-hmm. And it was a Rottweiler, and I used to love that dog. I loved him like he was one of my own. And especially his lips. Like, his lips are like that velvet feel.
Oh, yeah.
And it had like this velvet flavor. Like, when you kiss him, just the aroma when he walked in the room. And sometimes I would just, I would take his cheeks and I would like separate them. Mm-hmm. And I would just go in there and I would just, I don't know. There's something about his cheeks that are so soft.
You have to remember that the government knows that's what you're thinking. See, you think that's normal. But if the government didn't protect you, you would say, oh, that's soft. Oh, I like that. And the next thing you know, you'd be boiling the dog. And the government knows that. So it wants to say, we're watching you. And it's not because they want to control you.
I would plead with them like, no, don't hurt him. He just wanted to give me a kiss.
No, that's why they tell you to stay away from strangers.
Stranger offered you anything like candy, money, or gifts, what would you do?
Even though I'm 17, I'd never take anything from a stranger. Not money, candy, gifts, anything.
Rule number 1. Never take money, candy, toys, gifts, or anything from a stranger.
See, I'm telling you, they're here to protect us. Why do they have to tell us that? That's self-evident. Don't take candy, money, and the kid said, hey, I'm 17 and I still don't do that.
Yeah, but when he's 18, you know what he's going to be doing.
Well, the government knows that too. That's why they got to watch you. Mm-hmm. So all of this surveillance state stuff is overblown. It's actually here to protect us. You don't agree with that, Elder?
I mean, in the case of a stranger,
Danger.
I would say, show me the money or show me the candy before I get into the van. I want to see it up front.
Or at least before they get into your van. You want to see You want to see their money first. I mean, yeah, I'm not letting anybody into my van. Not anybody. Like you're going to show me some identification.
Certainly not the back of the van. No.
I agree. But then you have those people going out, still talking smack.
Excuse me, my car's broke down at the end of the alley and my dog's pregnant in the back. I'm trying to get her to a vet. Can you help me? Can you bring your car around? Okay, I'm at the end of the alley. Okay. Do you know if the vet performs abortions on puppies? Do you know if they abort puppies at the vet? Well, Shaniqua, she's pregnant with a litter of puppies, but she's way too young to have pups, and they're holding her back. She's basically a pup having a pup, so I need to abort them.
Holding her back?
Yeah, I just need to abort the puppies, because abortion's healthcare.
No, it's not.
Isn't that what your bumper sticker says on your car?
Well, yeah, but that's not for animals.
Okay,
That's for humans.
so we shouldn't abort animal fetuses?
No,
Okay, so why is it okay to abort human fetuses?
because it's very different.
Aren't human fetuses worth just as much as animal fetuses?
Yeah, they are, but
So what's the difference?
the difference is that my bumper sticker represents humans, not animals.
Exactly, and humans are worth just as much as animals, and they need to be treated with just as much as respect. So if we wouldn't abort animal fetuses, we shouldn't do it to human fetuses.
Well, I disagree with that.
Okay, and watch your tone when you're talking to a black man.
Excuse me? You're not black.
Excuse me, bigot? Don't dead skin me. I was assigned white by my parents' bigoted doctor, but I identify as African American. And trans black men are black men. And Shaniqua needs an abortion.
You're hilarious, and you're an idiot.
At least I know that abortion is murder and it's not health care. Have a good day, bigot.
Elder, back to you.
Wow, that was a lot to take in. I did notice he was wearing a Vikings jersey. I don't know if that has any effect on anything, but go Birds. Wow, yeah, that was a bit of a mind bender. I was thinking. I've heard of people given the choice between saving their a stranger that's drowning and saving their dog that's drowning. They would take the dog. They would save the dog and let the person drown. So, maybe in certain cases there is more value to, a pet than a human.
Well, that's a perspective. And you know what? Who are we to say? Maybe we were really wrong about the value of humans, right? Maybe octopi, they're over there teaching fish how to be, they're the real colonists. They're over there making these fish their slaves, beating them in the face when they don't do something right. They actually punch them in the face. And they train these fish like dogs. That's maybe we got it all wrong. And the value is just whatever.
Well, who didn't get it wrong is the other side of the world. Or squid, whatever that is. It's like a milkshake. You get that at McDonald's. It's like, yeah, let me go ahead and get that octopus milkshake with my cheeseburger meal. I mean, that's in like a coffee cup. So yeah, this is pretty normal.
I don't know. I kind of think that having your food be dead first might be better, but it's just me. It's just my opinion. I preferred eating dead things, not live things, but that's just me.